Welcome to Survey Matters with Duncan-Parnell. My name is Mark White. I'm the Training and Support Manager for DP. Today I'm at the South Carolina State Survey Show with James Zamattaro from Emesent, and we want to share with you guys a little bit about the Emesent product line. But first, be sure to like and subscribe. So James, really appreciate you being here with us. I'm really excited about these new products you guys have. Tell us a little bit about Emesent, the company.
Yeah, so Emesent was started basically by our founders, Stefan and Fareed, who were working on robotic autonomy of drones.
Okay.
So what they wanted to do was be able to autonomously fly drones in unmapped underground spaces using the SLAM algorithm to guide that drone in and out of the space safely.
Okay.
So that you could capture all of that data. They would not have to send people into those spaces, which were generally considered unsafe, and be able to safely get the device in and out and create that map.
Gotcha. So James, it's been an exciting couple of weeks. You guys have had a new product launch out at GeoWeek a couple of weeks ago. Tell us a little bit about the Emesent GX1.
All right, so the GX1 really came about because for years we've had our Hovermap customers that are more in the...
We've got the Hovermap down here, the original Hovermap.
Yep, exactly. Our surveyors and people that do a lot of indoor scanning really loved the data that the Hovermap would output, but really wanted a device that kind of incorporated all of the other features that need to go into those spaces into the device. So with the Hovermap, we're doing colorization with a secondary device. We're integrating RTK with a secondary device. For years, people have asked us, hey, can we get all of this into one single unit? So the GX1 was born by kind of incorporating all of those processes into a single unit.
Gotcha.
So having, onboard RTK, much improved camera system that integrates the photo and colorization information into the file inherently.
Okay, yeah, because this unit has the GNSS antenna, receiver, and everything built in the top. We've got the 360 camera view around it, and then we've got the LiDAR puck in there as well, right?
Yep, and we've it's a slightly more stable platform for the LiDAR head itself, which has helped increase the accuracy that our SLAM algorithm is creating.
Gotcha. Another nice feature I saw was the batteries actually fit right in here, so you don't have cables anymore running down to the backpack. Still have a backpack to mount it on, but we kind of lose the cables and clean it up a little bit, make it easier to get around with, right?
Yep, correct. So it's a fully self-contained device that can be used on the backpack, on a vehicle mount, on a survey pole.
Nice. So it does have other uses besides just the backpack. We can put it on the vehicle mount, still travel. What speed can you drive at?
Most effectively up to 20 miles per hour.
Up to about 20,
you can go faster than that, but again, you get, the quality of your point cloud starts to diminish the faster you go over the 20 miles.
Got you. Okay. Well, great. And one key thing that I wanted our customers to know is the original Hovermap is not going away, right? This is a new product, kind of an evolution, but it's a new product in the line, and the Hovermap's not going away.
That is correct. Really, the GX1 was brought about to kind of cater to very specific markets where this form factor works very well. But again, our strongest use case with the Hovermap has always been autonomy of, flying the drones autonomously. And a lot of people still like this device because it's compact and can be used in a lot of different ways, including on flights.
Gotcha. Okay. So I'm a land surveyor. This is a survey channel. Obviously, survey matters. How do you see this fitting into, the arsenal or the toolbox of your regular surveyor? Because I look at it, I get pretty excited thinking about things this technology could do for a surveyor.
Yeah, so SLAM itself has really started to kind of increase in use in the survey space.
And can I ask you real quick, just give a quick explanation to some of our viewers about what SLAM is, Because I think a lot of guys have heard it,
Okay.
but they might not really understand when people say SLAM technology.
Yep.
What is that, right?
Yeah, so SLAM stands for Simultaneous Localization and Mapping, and it's essentially a computerized version of what all of our brains do. You know, my eyes are collecting all the information about what's in this room. You know,
Right.
chairs, tables, you know, the light fixtures, the walls, everything, and then I know where I am standing in that room. So I'm constantly mapping the room, and my brain's keeping track of that. And as I move around, I know where I am in that space. Well, SLAM is essentially a computerized version of that. So we're collecting this, we're mapping this room with this point cloud, and then the device knows where it is in that point cloud.
Okay.
So we're always identifying where we are in that space.
Gotcha.
So with SLAM, what we're doing is the survey industry really didn't look at SLAM as a viable thing because of it's always about the accuracy.
Right.
Is
Yep.
it accurate enough to do this work? You know, is it as accurate as my TLS or a total station?
Yep.
You know, which SLAM isn't quite that accurate. But what we're starting to see is SLAM is supplementing people's ability to do work by adding value to those other devices.
Okay.
So maybe they're doing a little bit less work with their TLS, but they're targeting the TLS where that is most needed. You know, so you have that certain part of the facility where you need very high accuracy.
Yeah.
But the rest of the facility you don't, and being able to collect that information much more quickly and more efficiently makes for a more impactful economic model to their customers. So
Gotcha.
we do have a customer in Australia who they estimate their TLS use is down about 80%. Just because they're targeting their TLSs where they need them the most and then using this for the balance of the work. So they're coming to their customers with a more economic proposal for that work.
And when we say TLS, guys, we're talking about terrestrial LiDAR scanners, right? So we're talking about the conventional scanner on a tripod, having to move it around. The great thing about this is I can just walk through the site with it on my back.
Yep.
I can ride a bike through the site. I can go from indoors or outdoors to indoors, indoors to outdoors, seam it all together. And for those of you who are like me, saw SLAM scanning when it first came out, the point clouds were always fuzzy.
Yep.
There was always a lot of drift. But now with the advances in technology, it is truly a survey grade product, right?
Yeah, SLAM is getting better and better, and then this device in particular, we're getting accuracies in that 5 to 10 millimeter range.
That's awesome. And then you can also incorporate ground control points with this, right? So we can tie it to state plane coordinates or whatever coordinate system we want to work in, right?
That's correct, yeah.
Yep.
And you can identify those ground control points, and they can be anything that you've identified, and you can see it in the point cloud, you can locate it, and tie that point cloud to those locations.
That's awesome. Well, James, I really appreciate you taking the time, catching us up on these new products. And if you have any questions about that, I'll leave a link to Emesent's website in our description, and you can contact your sales guy with Duncan-Parnell. So, hey, thanks for stopping by Survey Matters, and I'll see you on the next one.